Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I just got off work, turned on a PC, and we're live. And I also just sat down with a fresh cup of coffee again. Glad that everybody's here. We are today gonna see if we can get the Enterprise flying again. Yesterday, we went to a lot of effort of being called heretic, or a lot of effort to clear our name. We have been called heretics. We have been sullied. We have tried our best, and we clear it. We did it, and we went into Stone Vigil, and got the Enterprise back. The Ascians did try to hinder us, but we prevailed. So we are going to see what things bring today. On another note, raid night went very well. Well, it was a mixed bag. We cleared the first two raids tiers, or not tiers, the first two parts of the raid tier pretty well. We are on the third part now. And we're gonna proc that again tomorrow. Let's see how that goes. So let us get to it. We are in the game. We are pretty much where we left off. I have not had time to do anything, so let me turn off the music. Let's get back to it. So I have not had time in any form of way to actually do anything. I've been busy with things. At work and other things also. So we just came home. We're in Gridania. The Enterprise is here. We are standing in front of it. We have some coffers, which I'm gonna save actually, for the simple reason that these coffers can be opened by anybody. Which means that if I level another job and I need a weapon at that level, better that I can find, I will be able to do that. Sadly, I am not able. What's this here? Is that we were okay. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna talk with Sid and see what his fare is. Sid appears to be in deep thought. This. Okay. It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I've never knew was I never knew was missing. Hardly a surprise you did design her and build her. I bear good news. Seeds here have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this behemoth's realm from her talons, it must need be soon. Though I'm no expert on the workings of an airship, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffers from much of her time in the wilderness. I'm not sure. Am I not correct, Sid? Well, she's been down 5 years, as we know. And it was on the snowy top mountain and all that stuff, so probably some damage. Frankly, it's a miracle that she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to marchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if the tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confound it, there must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. Elements, of course, but of course that's it. We work upon the elements itself. Using the power of the corrupt crystals, we could clear the path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see, you propose to utilize the properties of the crystal to alter the elements aspect of the bearer. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. I have no idea what they're talking about. Well, perhaps not to you, sir. We speak of manifestation or aspected ether that can be found throughout the Eorzea. Says the calamity disrupted land artheric currents. Such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a chorus of great woes, and they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use the corrupted crystals to convert the window aspect ether, comprising Garuda's barrier, into ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. For certain ramifications, the Enterprise could be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. All the rest of this rests upon our abilities to procure the crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might capture one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lambertine, who resides in Captain Hypo. Strange as it sounds, I met him during the time at the church. Well, Marcus met him. I suppose whatever out of pity of the want of more willing listener would talk to me for hours at a time about the etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subjects. It was the result of these conversations that poor Marcus was observed possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Sir, I need you to return to Fettouhi and seek out the scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Well, you're not going to do jack shit, Alpha. No, you don't know how to repair the ship. You're going to look, and Sid is going to repair it. That's what you're thinking. While we're at it, we're just going to do a lever and relay on top. Oh shit, it actually already popped. Okay, maybe we're lucky. We're also going to eat some eggs, boiled eggs. Actually, we just eat this because that's actually better. Yeah, it's for. Come on. Pop, pop, pop. Da, 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 da. Now the DPS doesn't want to hit the button. Ah, there we are. Hello. Ooh, it's... Okay, we have... That is Conjurer, so he is not... What's this here? Level 31. He has not gotten his crystal. Okay. Might need to be cautious here. Okay. He didn't move. Oh, great. And he's only healing. Okay. I know what we're here for. For fuck's sake. Yeah, I'm dead. Wipe it. No clue whatsoever. Serious? Jesus Christ almighty. Damage them, please. Did nobody take the key? They don't know the map. This here is gonna be very, very hard. This here is pretty much... Okay. And that guy has no clue about healing. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, he's healing himself. He's healing himself most of the time. And that idiot of a... We're just gonna take it one mob at a time, because it looks like we will not survive otherwise. It's gonna be slow and painful. They're probably gonna die multiple times at the boss, probably. And I'm probably gonna die multiple times. Okay. If communication was to be established, like, instead of asking in French. Yeah, take all the keys we don't need. Oh! No! This way. Just gonna focus on her because she's the problem. My own thing. This here is stupid. Out of here. Just gonna stand here until it comes to me. This looks like we have people who really have no clue what they're doing. Yep. Because they don't hit the right enemy. Get out of here, you idiots. That was painful. It's all good and dandy that people don't know what know the game, but if they don't ask questions, or if they keep speaking in a language like I actually tried to communicate them, there was nothing like, there was no go. So that is unfortunate. Why? Why, yes, I'm the Professor Lambient, beg your pardon. You wish to hear about my research on the corrupted crystal? Truly, well, nothing give me great pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow woman or of science. Ah, so rare it is to find a fellow intellectuals in this region. It's even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another hermit whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed an amazing affinity towards the science pursuits. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wished not to conduct field observation, but to harvest the corrupted crystals? That's women. At least take the necessary precaution so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if your sufficient quantifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherited dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within the warden spot to protect yourself from the deleterious effects. So I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it's a small motivator you too quickly. In any case, take a pot of Hasako. A student of mine monitoring the flow of the ether in the hybrid explain to him your request, and he shall instruct you the finer points of crystal harvesting. Just want to check something here. So that was level 40 conjurer. That was level 69 black mage. Well, I hope I never meet them again. Level 40 conjurer, that should be a white mage with regeneration on it. Level 2 cure. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we have. I actually need to summon my chocobo. It actually took me almost 30 minutes to do that, Jesus. How many times must I be made to explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide. You're imbecile. I've chosen this precise spot to perform scientific measurements. What do we have here? A containment vessel. Why? This is the handiwork of Professor Lampy, and you're a thieving knack. Oh, you say the man himself lent it to you. Then you must have sought me out per his instruction, which means I believe you're experienced enough to expand upon the explanations. At last, the recognition in rightful deserve. Fraborius de Fettouhi. That I should be chosen to guide this woman, yes, I, Hashako. Greatest Professor Lambert's pupil shall see this you successfully query your query. Timing is impeccable. In fact, for I was just preparing to pursue corrupt crystals for the burning wall. For my personal research, those devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. But something tells me that you're not. But a perfect piece will satisfy your high standards. In which case, you may need descend to deep its depths amidst the flowing waters. And the murderous Mirrorites lies the most fantastic formation I've found thus far. Take this high advanced research tool I use to separate a small fragment from the large crystal, place it within the watering pot, and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads to the Burglary Falls, to the base of the burning walls, is treacherous and terrifying. Be advised, with appropriate caution, you shall surely survive. Well, I am almost level 60, so I will survive. I will survive. I will survive. No, I will not. I probably need to stop before DMCA gets me. Even though I'm probably killing every cat. The last parts around here. Anyway, so we need to go through here, around here, and down there, and there. It's actually impressive that I'm almost level 60 already. Christ. I need to go down there, so... Okay, I need to think. Think. Better think. You must think this time. Reader. Suddenly, Aretha Franklin came into my mind. Okay. And I need to go deeper from the looks of it. Okay. That's not this way. Yeah, this here is frustrating to no end, so it's down there. So I need to go this way. And this way. Yeah. Okay, now it makes sense. I need to incomplete. And over here. And the Mirrorites. Corrupt the crystal. Corrupt the cluster. Let's use this here quarrying maul. Fine specimen. So we pretty much just took a large hammer and knocked the living shit out of it. Okay. And now we need to get back to him, which is a challenge in itself. Okay. And Upsy Daisy here, and around here, and this here should be the way out. Actually, okay weather today. Not in the game, but outside in real life. It's been raining almost constantly. Ahasako! I see you come galloping back. You have the crystal then? What a prodigious, the large and lovely crystal. Professor Lambert will be doubtlessly colored with joy when you have presented it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do you remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting? Yeah, you did nothing. Absolutely freaking nothing. You gave me a hammer and I went into the depths of hell to find the fucking crystal. You did nothing, you little shite. That's what I'm telling him. And back at Camp Drybone. Oh, let me actually check. I am 100% I cannot repair any of this here. Nope, because I need level 40. Yeah. Alas. Lambertine, my keen scholar senses tell me you have obtained a corrupt crystal. Am I right? Yes, I am. Yes, you are. If you if you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal. It is as you desire. The corrupt crystal is overflowing with the wind aspect ether. Remind me, for what purpose do you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach the barrier or compromise of the wind aspect ether? Oh dear, I mean, it may have proven problematic as the crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. Suppose I am at fault for not inquiring to that objective from the start. Had I known your intent, I would never send you to Hayasaka. But what is science if not trial and error? And can you truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Think, woman. You understand the method necessary to safely collect the corrupted crystal? You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. Once more, the crystal you have collected can serve as an invaluable source of the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Baldessian. You have heard of them, Royal. I don't mean to boast, but I've a professional relationship with the organization, not as equal, of course. I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you all right? Your eyes seem to be glazing over for a moment. Anyways, I shan't kept you from your task. You're still a corrupt crystal to find. Corrupt crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all of that common. I fear, fortunately, that my other student, Sienna, claims to have discovered another property in eastern Lanostria. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lanostria is where she was nearly killed for wandering too close to the Imperial castrum. Now that I made for amusing anecdote, it was Western Lanostria, Cyrus of the Isle of Umbra, to be precise. I can't recall the exact reasoning for something to do with the Dalamud talons or something such nonsense. What can I say for certain is that she is still in Alport attempting to gain access to the Isle. Why not travel to the east and see if Senna inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you may find your time there be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift watering pot, unless she thinks you unprepared for the task. Okay, Aleport it is. So what we can do instead, we can just go to Limsa Lominsa. And with that, I can... Oh, I know what I need. I need to check something. I need to check a couple things. Steel hammer. And... Roar. For keys. Yeah, I need to do these at some point. Anyways. We can quickly go to Harkin Al and Scooch and see what Tofu brought us back. Complete. Yes. Yes. What level is he? Your adventure gear. He's level 4. Far away from gone. Cartagena. Anyways, that's great. We got that. Now we go to the fishing guild, and then we take the ship to Aleport, and from Aleport we go and west to the Umbra Isle. Okay, so let us actually let me check what level mate do we actually have here. Field, right? Field, do we have any? No. Where are you? What? Oh, it's upstairs. Ah, corrupt crystal, madam. I've no interest in being the butt of your jokes. So if you have no other reason to address me, kindly leave me be. Oh, Bobby Dan, Professor Lambert did send you. Beg your pardon, it seems I've got off on the wrong foot. I'm sent out the greatest of the professor's pupil. I probably say that a lot. Which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with extensive background in yarn. Oh gods, I've listened to me prattle on and on. Must have given this introduction a dozen times now. Yep, and that's why I don't care. As I told Professor in many missives, I believe the area surrounding Paros Sirius. Paros Sirius is ripe with corrupted crystals to exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I've yet to test the hypothesis, and all the access of the Isle of Umbra has been prohibited at present. For a reason unknown to me, it seems you see my attempts to acquire the information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling since I always take the time to explain my motivation in great detail in subjects of my questioning. Perhaps you have better luck in wresting information from these Yellowjack, because I've all but given up at this point. That's probably because you're boring. Ah, well, it's... The hell? Okay. Oh, it's even higher up. You startled me. Don't be, you know better to sneak up on a person at a time like this. What, with all the famous, fatuous gossip spirits and specters haunting the Isle of Umbra? Just because, I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. Okay. Beckman. You keen traveling to the Isle of Umbra? Bloody hells, lass. He drunk or crazy, nothing but there but death, and more death. What poppycock is this? Oh yeah, it's here. Also, Camilza. Goddess of Umbra, what interest do you have in the forgotten place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Pharaoh Cyrus, the Isles have become naught more than a graveyard for the ships unable to navigate the shores, and purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. Actually, I'm gonna check, is there, so there is a dungeon. Aha! And I am doing, I'm not doing this with with people. My luck has been stifled a couple of times. We are just gonna do NPCs right now, next time. I think. Well, actually, we need to do one more levy, so do that. Sarah, you returned. Tell me your findings. Really interesting. Infested with undead, you say. That's very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment. I'll gather my thoughts. It seems to be regarding. Very not, friend. I've given the findings for some thought. I've concluded that this talk of spirits is not more than the local folklore. As for why all the travel of the Isle of Umbra is restricted, well, perhaps it's considered too dangerous owing to the abandonment of Pharaoh Cyrus. Yes, well, anyways, well, in questioning those yellowjacks, I paid a visit to the local pub since the ensnaring scholar like myself enjoys dulling in the wits of an occasion. It was there that I heard telling of a man named Skyfriend, uh, who has recently detained after returning from wait for it, the Isle of Umbra. This is the first time I've heard of somebody actually traveling to the and from there, so I'm curious to permission of perhaps chat with him instead of a restricted approach. Please be a decent. Okay. Okay. And we have a scholar. And there we go. Okay. Just the next one here. Oh, this here is going way better. Go. Now I need to remember that I need to go this way. Ah! Too slow, that's my bad. The bombs immediately kill you. And there we have the other one. Okay. Yeah. So that's the skip you can do in this here dungeon. Works pretty well if you have a team that knows what to do. Excuse me. Okay. Now I need a new map. Everybody with us? Yep. And up here is the last part. This here is going to be very, very, very tough. Popping everything I have, including this. Okay. And this here is very easy fight. Ram's Breath. Dodge that. Let's see, is it going to be Dragon or is it going to be Ram? That's Dragon's Breath. Okay. Dragon's Voice. That means it's in. Ram's Voice out. Dragon's Voice in. Breath. Ram's Keep. AoE. Blast AoE there. Ram's Voice out. And LB, Ram's Voice. That's why we do it like this. Nice healer and greed and greed. Greed. Nice. And there was light. Okay. And now we can do this. And yeah, this here. Oh, there we go. We want to. Oh, he's in jail. Okay. I have to go back. She calls to me. Signs to me. Tell me, Midadoya, I'm sorry. Give me this. He was right. Or you could release me. Yes. Yes, release me. I will go tell her. Let me go to her. No idea what he's talking about. Doesn't sound good. So 58. What does Skyford have to say? That's not terribly useful. I could care less about his missus of his favorite bar wench and what was it? That about a man named Minidoa? Wait, I know that name. That's the bastard who grabbed my arse the other day at the pub. If you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. Let me check. So, sexual harassment, is it? Oh, of course it's a Lalafeld. Of course it's a Lalafeld. Another in it. Oh yeah, no, that's what you speak up, Missy. I can't hear you. Pogamy, is that what I think it is? Nah, it couldn't be. You found this, you say, where do you found it? Skyfriend, you say, I was hoping to have a word with the lad. It sounds like there was a knot left twixt his ears. It was proposed to help patch up Pharaosaurus he was. Company sent me to supervise a lot of them. So that is, oh yeah, he's an ass. They're getting work done on their own. See, half of them walked off, half of them ran off, and half of them have vanished. What's that? You're looking for passing into the other. Remember, why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to have a look on behalf of old Minuto. Tell him how the land lies, and nobody has been interested in it till the came calling. The whole port is up in arms about spears and so forth. If I had guild, I'd hire someone, Sellsworth, and let him sort it out. But he do the pinch, will you? Show him this patch to the skipper, and he'll see that he get back there. Okay. We have now we have passing to the airport or to Umbra Isle. '24. So we went and had a word with him. I hope a valuable time you saw with the waste of amount of something. Meant to be this disgusting creature was Skyfriend's superior. I find it harder to believe, but this width of passing does appear to be genuine. I must be true. I must say, it is a relief to work with such an indigenous woman as you. I took forward to hearing of discoveries you will make on the Isle of Umber without me. Fine, fine. I fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I'll go with you. But 12 as my witness. If you were to, if you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back and haunt you. Okay. Skipper me this, skipper me that. Send me off to the Umbra flat. Take me to the island Umbra sheep is. That's actually simple. Oh, I see you got the wet passage. Alright, I'll climb aboard. This doesn't seem all that bad. Not saying I like to build a summer home here, but the hell's with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. Your harvested crops is christened before, right? So it ought to be required you're my assistant. Speak with the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, would please excuse me. Just remove all this. Beg your pardon, madam, but did you come here for access to the island? Currently restricted. I have a pot to show. Oh, an old pot, I'm sure. Not sure I follow. Oh, I see you're harvesting corrupted Christian. Oh, sorry, friend, but I may have you return empty-handed. Gridmaster Menador gave you your access to the isle, but only authorized personnel may proceed past the point. Why, you ask? Look upon and see for yourself. A giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse and caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that all-powered beacon. Contrary to the small folk, what I believe, the fires of the Pharaoh Cyrus were not the product of a mage authority or a colossal act of arcane bomb, but a elaborate contraption fueled with ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but anyone guess when they're complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since the rumors of Walking Dead drove off the entire crew. Not that those rumors are incorrect. I've observed the fiends are distant and at the ship graveyard to the south. What draws them to our shores are still a mystery, though. I'll make you deal, Sarah. Help me unveil the mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted Christian. In fact, I shall be searching you as one to satisfy your inquiry. As for or where to begin inquiries in this situation. It happens that a party of free adventurers came ashore not too long ago seeking to scavenge available trinkets at the ship graveyard. They're surprised if you're nothing of the undead infestations, so it might behoove you to question them. Alduin. Is all there is for taking. 5 bleeding yards worth of wreckage and there's cargo. What was queer dead things? And that voice, actually, the voice was quite nice. You saw him too, right? The dead people as sampling about. Without a care in the world, except for those who, they do seem to care that is starting to soften towards the waters. Voice. Gosh, the voice is singing, feeling verse. I can still hear. Stay clear of the shore, southern shore, friend. It took every ounce of my strength to resist. Okay. There's something at the southern shore that's, look, a siren maybe? Huh? I don't know. I'm talking about a alluring voice and disrupting family. As if. But that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? But they haven't returned. That would mean, beg your pardon, I was just thinking about something else. Which means I received the master when you'll be arriving at any moment. Apparently he grew frustrated waiting for the sweet young lass with skin as soft as phoenix downs to return, which I'm assuming is you. I don't know what sort of arrangement you have, but you should probably go and explain yourself. What's been keeping you initiate? I ain't getting any younger, you know. Some honey voice harlots have been calling out for to folk what I want near the shipyard and stir up the all bloody hells. That takes me back to me days and the cannon boys sailing under the old Mistbird. But they wanted, wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare. Nor the lesson I've learned them last time. But that bloody so wouldn't they? Last and all bodies. Some folks said that the first purge would be the last, but I knew the depths of in my bones that this day would come. Come it has. I bet me burn ears as a sirens behind this hall. Nay, not only as the Sanguni when rarity innate. I speak of a other kind. Them what's got feathers and lure sailors to the watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No, drowning is just the start. Even in death, a man stays bound to the beast, forced to be bidding till its corpse can't do no more. It's the fate that I wouldn't wish upon the worst enemy. Crab maybe and drink. I regret it after any row. It is up to you to stop the hellborn hussy before she takes another soul. Of course, we cannot send marching off into to war without these. The sign don't have power of a man that can't hear a song. This is lucky for I carry a spare pair of lucky fair both of us. I'm a superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming for us. Well, best head to her to the ship graveyard initiate. Okay. Ray Mantis. If she passes near the shore, I'm sure to spy the campfire coming looking. Yeah, just a matter of now. Waiting? I'm beginning to wonder if some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. In the Garden of Eden, baby. Quiet. Did you hear that? It's here. Look. Oh, out of the water she came and the shit she's come. Quick, lass, shove the plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight. As soon as she's realized that you're deaf with dithers, she'll call her falls. And ain't be up to necks and corpses for you, you know. Either embrace mine everything all. Well, I'm deaf. True love spun her curly reward. Beat the Zion. Cast out callous souls dead to desire. Spare mournful mistress distress. Early last breath of death, the rhythm. Don't relent forever alone. Egg? Flame Captain. No more dark eclipse the heart. I'm alright. Ha! I'm better than that, initiate. Happy as a sailor in the horse house I am. Of course, I'd be happy to as a sailor with two woodsets if weren't gutted the songstress, but you can't have everything, can you? She'll not coming cooning for around here again. No, not for a while, anyhow. And if she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thank for your help, bugger me. I've clean forgot your name. Remind me, Sarah. I don't recall having no initiative but name. But if you're not me old maid, whose name we've been so bloody helpful, never mind. Never mind. Been seeing you, lass. Be seeing you, lass. Well, David. I mean, it was. You mean it was a sign, not but how were you able to resist? I see I had. I heard the Master Mendona was involved with the first purge, but I never actually. Having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with it. Anyway, I have something for you. A corrupted crystal you want a safety sealed within the pod, just as you requested. Please take it to the with my compliments. Sweet. And that means I can go to the ferry skipper and then to Senna. Head back to the airport. Yep. Oh, it's you. Welcome back, Sarah. Looking like a remarkable haul. Must say, I'm more importantly alive. You're alive, aren't you? Ha! A conquered hero returns bearing a gift. Might have a closer look. Impressive, very impressive. Yes, I think we're quite pleased with the specimen. And congratulations, Sarah. Seldom, if ever, have I encountered a corrupted crystal composed with a violet overburdens of fire aspect ether. What? You wanted a corrupted crystal composed of ice aspect ether to counteract the efforts of the raging wind. Haha. Well, this specimen won't help you with that. Anyone knows anything, there's the element could tell you that. I'll have to keep looking, I suppose. You fucking twat. You could have told me that this here was a fire crystal. Don't fret now. I have exactly where to find a corrupted crystal compromised of ice aspect ether. An associate of mine in Gordania has been studying the effect of such a crystal of a living being. So I've been freaking around the fucking continent. And it's in Gordania where I started off? Ah, mother of God. What's with that expression? I thought you would be pleased to hear this news, not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. But what's even better is that this time you needn't use a wandering pod of yours to protect yourself from the crystal's energies. Heathen finding suggests that he's quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, it's just that he's undergoing a unique process that renders the particular unnecessary. Anyhow, do not let me keep you. It's been a pleasure, Sarah. Come back and see me sometime and all. He's level 50. Okay, that's why he's leveling still, because I'm not. And I'm goddamn back to Gridani. So. Teleport. Thank you. Stupid. There we go. Heathen. Excuse me. Greetings and salutations, Miss Connor. I presume Kenna informed you of the adventures and today I'm terribly sorry about a misunderstanding though. Professor Lambertine is fond of saying no actions taken in the name of science is truly wasteful. Yes it is. It's fucking wasting my time. In the matter of hand, the corrupted crystal possessing the properties you seek could be found in the abundance of the standing course of the falling of the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case. While there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the 12-foot precisely there where it is at the given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You're familiar with the Spriggans, yes? The fair little rascals that aren't wont to seek out other ores. and other stones. Well, one such creature with a family is insatiable appetite for single-handedly devouring every corrupted crystal in the 12th fortune of year for you. These crystals take an eternity to judge. Yes, assuming they can be digested. And in that reasonable confined that one still resides within its gut. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that the deity first consumed a corrupted crystal, and I couldn't care less about all this, could you? To the point, then. Fettouhi seldom makes his presence felt unless there is a particular fine fellow to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure. And I have precisely the sort he will find impossible to resist. Simply placed, a true heart. And I shall save the story for the origin of an unusual name for another occasion outside the Spriggan's lair and wait for the opportunity moment to pounce. As for the method of which we retrieve the crystal from the gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. Well, you gave me the freaking thing, so, North Shroud. Oh, it's here. So I need to lure Spriggan out. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I know. It's there. Okay, now I remember. But that is the dungeon we already been in. That is Harkon Manor. And this here is... we have all the Spriggans. And there is a fat Spriggan down there. If I remember correctly. Yeah. Pretty. Oh, it's a crater golem. And there he is. Crystal Bearer. True heart. Corrupt crystal to him. Okay. Next we are to go right here. Gridania. Pray do not seek up me like that. I wasn't gross weight. God awful smell. Oh, that's the crystal, my friend. My words are breathtaking beauty, crystal. I see you supposed it was not mistaken. And I also see you weren't have eyes to digging through the Spriggan's entrails for this prize. We owe our furry friend that debt of gratitude. You know, this thick coat of digested juice is protecting us from a harmful effect of the crystal, just as the wandering pot. Once you used it. Why so gloom, friend? We finally obtained a corrupt crystal you sought to overflowing with the earth aspect ether. It was ice I wanted, you mother. Calm down, I jest. It's comprised of ice either. Worry not. I was supposed that joke was a poor taste considering our previous 2 attempts was for naught. I was about to throw you in the fucking water, you bastard. I beg your pardon, sir. I forgot to return the crystal to you. Yes, you did. Give me that fucking thing. Oh, there was a message from the Professor Lambert or something about the name of Marcus. Apparently the professor misses his intelligence stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask you. You needed the crystal. You weren't planning anything nefarious, or are you? Would reflect poorly on me if my research was to be used for evil deeds. Ah, well, perhaps it's best I was remain ignorant. I did become a professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Liberal coptic crystals set up. Ice. I need to go down, right? Okay. Okay. Before we do that, I will take a short bathroom break. Be right back. And we're back. And we're back. Greetings, man. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Repairs and modification have been completed, sir. Once you bring me the crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. I'll need to return some tests. I need to run some tests to be sure. It looks like looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Sarah. I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. It wasn't hard work, it was just like fucking running around in circles. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship. But mark my words, as soon as it will become something great or something extraordinary. This is me, this is what I was born to do. Since modification now installed, the Enterprise can finally make the journey of the Hauling Eye. According to my test, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystals, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, test can only tell once so much. Until we approach the Hauling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, we cannot be sure that this will work. I think it's only fair to tell that that there is a small but scientifically insignificant chance that the crystal would trigger a massive mayhap. It's better not that we remain positive. So, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my airship, for trusting me in developing this plan, and for everything. You've helped me rediscover a part of myself I've forgotten, and I'm not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be. But I do know one thing: this feels right. The apologies of sudden outpouring of sentiment, I would have waited until after the mission, but well, you understand.
There. She's ready.
Yes, she is.
Ah, she stirs.
Gage.
To Kurthus, and an audience with the
Kurthus.
haughty Queen Garuda.
Yeah.
Enterprise, engage.
I knew it. Star Trek reference. There it is.
Damn it.
once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you. Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Ah, yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same?
I have no recollection of this here cutscene at all.
Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter?
The Meteor Project. As Fenbel saw.
You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession.
Yes, indeed.
And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks. Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles. Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams.
Also for hiding
People
that
weren't safe,
distinguished
so I fought
mark
beside them.
from being from Garlemald.
I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light, it was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pureblood Guardians have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess.
Doesn't make sense.
The Enterprise was made for this. To
So
carry
we were
the
back in the
Orzia's
past and gave him
protectors
that?
into battle.
I
am
have
proud
no
to
idea
be
what
able
that
to
was.
call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alfinord, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
And there it is. Welcome to the Howling Eye. All the efforts, all the travels, and all was for this. Make ready, Sarah. This is the end. For the end is nigh. Be it hers for our own. Welcome to the Howling Eye, people. Regular duty for the party has been opened. Let's just end the room. How bad can it be? Let's see, does this sure make it any better? Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, I don't want to wait anymore. Fuck it. We'll just do it without NPCs. There we go. Thank you. Dares intrude upon my sanctuary. And so shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. 12 preserve, she's huge. As I live and breathe. Ah, the Ixal are here. Over there, look. Ah, the kobolds are here also. Oh, and the Amaljar is also here. Kobolds prisoners before would the Ixal bring them here? Well, probably for sacrifice. Therefore come to hither the foolish mortals. Garuda, we are to put an end to your reign of terror. Here, blasphemy, children, landworms will bring me low. You who bound to crawl upon the earth should rave, for I am the wind. Did we not take this to the skies and the ship in your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think of playing thing give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm. None, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggling though you may, I shall slay like the roots with your blood and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Slay the feathered ones we shall, and offering to Garuda they will serve. Leave the exile to us, Sarah. We'll keep them distracted for all day. We'll deal with her. Do not fail, Sarah. Remember, you fight for the science for Eorzea. Whom would die by my own hand? Come then, I shall grant you what you seek. Welcome to the Howling Eye, people. Sure. Anything? Actually, I need water up here. Right? I actually can't remember this year 5. Yeah, she's inside it. Yep. Fully stun resistant. Come on, LB, somebody. Good thing, no. Oh, no, 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 no. What in the hell? This is my realm. You have no hope here. None, none. You truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalkers? Power is limitless, my children, Legion. And they will render unto me a wealth of crystal. Their gift sustains me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning mortals, and those who would use my crystal to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. Then I shall worship none but me, the one true God. Of course, worship, so as long as the exiles keep praying, she will never fall. Then let's stop them. No harm will come to my children. Only the beginning, Landwalker, and all those opposed me shall suffer their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment and desert wormen next. The walls of stone will not shield them for the tempest. And then you will then I will take my vengeance on the sea ice. And their wooden boats cannot outrun my wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and it shall all be mine. All mine. Landwalker, you dare raise your hands against me, I shall be the first to pay for your sins, not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, Landwalker, to the last breath. Oh, I claimed you. You should be mine. And a final crystal. What are you? What have you done to me? No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. Well? Sucks for you, Garuda.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die? We've done it! Ah! Impossible it is!
Kill you all!
Is that all? O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda,
Gaius?
of all primals the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country, I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Pretty sure she does.
Our Lord of the Inferno Almighty, brought us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! Ah, it hurts our soul! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to.
Yep. He's summoning both of them.
No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy! We must run!
Surrender yourselves unto me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind.
And here we have.
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire!
So that's how he gets the power.
It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair. magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Okay.
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
Fuck you guys.
Have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation?
Not much.
And who was that armored devil?
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and supreme commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius.
Okay.
Where in the seven hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend. For we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
So that was ooh. Well, that was unexpected. I'd rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Sarah. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, Garuda attempted to claim you as her own. I could have sworn I saw. I'm sure it was a mistake. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye apt to misread by even the most intriguing mind. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of primals closed for until further notice, but no beast tribe will dare summon their god as long as that weapon exists. Truly, the more effective deterrent I could have imagined, it is almost seems as shame to pilot its destruction. Alpha Node. It is ready to return to the Waking Sands. Past time to return to the Waking Sands. Believe the headquarters in this repair any longer would be a dishonor to the memory of those who fell. We have been brought to the knees, but we will rest Rebuild, rise once more. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. But before we do that, so Vesper Bay is, of course, not near here. This here I don't need anymore, and this here I don't need anymore. This, 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 there, and there we go. Okay. Waking Sand. Tell me, Sarah, does not here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that there are trespassers? Perhaps just imagination. Come, let us proceed to the solar. Wait. Who goes there? Ida. No, no, Ida. Is this a way to greet a friend? Alphano, Sarah. Said, wait, is this a dream? That I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. I don't believe it. I was sure you've been. This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't really already been here. I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. The first I knew it was when I came back and I saw Ida. The crutch has taken care of the church has taken care of the bodies, but there's still left and stains, and I was hard to know where to start. If Yustola hadn't been here to help me. Yustola is here too? Yes. But she's not here right now. She's gone to Ulla to meet the man who might know what happened to the others. Probably my Mephilia weren't among the dead. According to the church, Yustola thinks they were taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires, knowledge and other powers. They can be brought to bear against the primals, one that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of the existence and will, as well as the immunity it grants to the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful enough the elegant weapons may be, but no doubt desire to such perfection. It means to use Mephilia to gain an understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter, the Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It's upon us to rebuild the science of the and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? Oh, wait, yes, of course, whatever you need. We'll discuss our next move upon your store's return. For now, I say we rest.
Hear, feel, think. Bringer of light, brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Heidelin, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
There she is. Pistola. Sarah, I see, and you and Elfinor are safe and sit. That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It is as if it has been the benevolent hand of Master Louisoix guides us still. He will not see us undone so easily. Not now, when the need is so great. I know where Minphila and the others are being held. Where? Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona. Castrum Sentry. The rescue of our allies shall be no small undertaking, Sarah. Even under the normal circumstances, breaching the defense of the Imperial Castrum would be highly dangerous proposition. But now, the Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable. We may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and we are to formulate an effective strategy. We require intelligence. I believe I know a man who will be able to assist you in this. Lord Portilane, the House of Durande. He is stationed at the observatory at Cartenos. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. Off to Cortes. That is this here, Highlands. Christ, could it be we might get like let's see here. We still have. There's like a, have a dent in this here. Let's see here. Okay, you. So the Howling Eye. It's level 44. It's the Wandering Palace, really? Oh, decades of a cobalt mining beneath the armor. The nursery at one point. Learning a character is a crucial unlocking your Ursus end content. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Dad. This here is the... also, not the ultimate weapon. What's it called? Relic weapon. Yeah, that's the name. So the relic weapon is something that there is one for each expansion, but I am not getting this one here. It's an endless grind. Sarah, the woman of an unmasked heretic in our midst. Do you want to owe the pleasure of our company? You're an associate of Istola, but of course the Lord Delamont confined me that you were a sign of the Seventh Dawn. Castrum Sentry? What interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number whom were intended to free. Any information can be provided, I would greatly appreciate. I see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They have observed our 4 prisoners being led to Castrum. A Huron woman, an Elzen man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male and 1 female. STEM, it has to be Mephilia, Uranje, Papalimon, and Tataru. That's if that scant morsel is of use to you, you should be maybe interested to hear about the more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing in Ikoros not too long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rodigon and a Lalafeld, were seen fleeing for the craft. What did you say? Rogadin and a Lalafeld masked the Garland, neither who Imperial dress, and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned, it's Biggs and Veg. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Sarah, soon. The Imperials will not rest until they capture or kill. If Briggs were to given a choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Bringing those held in Castrum Sentry will require exceptional planning and preparation as such. It is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escape, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoner vacated the airship, our scouts observed the Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It's likely only a matter of time before they catch them. Do you wish to see your comrades again? You best act now. As if it's been suggested, the Galileans took our fellow Science prisoner in hopes to understand the echo. It seems reasonable that I assume they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not science, nor do they aught of the echo, and Lord Portland said, Polani has said it may be proof of our chance to rescue them if I seize it. Thank you everyone, we won't regret this. Operation are almost complete, Lord. It stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At least we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We should give the ignorant children of yours and the security and stability that they desperately crave, and which these spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. Okay. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapons are fully armed and operational. Then depart for Castum or ceases at midnight. You will command the western front of Wimblebrand. Yours and will attempt to interfere with our plans. We will see that they do not. My lord, it will be your will. I shall carry it out best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command on half our forces to I have given you nothing, Prefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. My quarters 1 hour. Pose here to reconnaissance Garland activities along the Albathia spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with your Stola. Now, the report of the Imperial ship emergency landing came to us by the Damsel's Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Bristle, may be able to tell you more. So I expect like your mission. I shall furnish you with letter of introduction. Pray that you will soon reunite with your comrades. May the Fury grant your strength. May the Fury grant your strength. Okay. Wrestle. Stand before Damsel Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Isgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. Letter of Portland. So you have come about the Imperial ship. According to our scouts, the vessel you had secret touched ground when a pair of men captivated by all accounts burst forth and bottled. Imperial soldiers have since sighted in the area seeking to recapture them. But the captors will be your friends, you say. Let us pray that they will not step any ahead of our pursuit. Emergency landings reportedly took place near the Arum Vale, situated southwest of here. I suggest that you take your source there. Seek out the knight named Pierremons, and should be able to assist you. Okay. Pierremons. Okay. Arm Whale. I bet they went into the dungeon. They're stupid enough. Pigs and Wedge. 100%. Actually, have I opened it? Because I have. Oh no, I don't want to go in there. It's a horrible dungeon. This the Imperial ship. I approached the landing of my own two eyes. I hastened to the landing site. Arrived just in time to see the vessel take to the skies, and not before I had to deploy the attachment of the troops. Gruff orders were being baked, and there was an air of consideration about them. There was a prisoner aboard the airship. It seems that they seized the opportunity to flee the vessel and forced land. The Gallians who deployed formed a search party and proceeded to scour the wilds in order to alert their foes and return to my post to find the evidence of someone had been here in my absence. However, they tried to open the door to the veil and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I masked 2 sets of footprints, to a large and a small, and searched one area. Perhaps you will be able to find the prints of your owner. Thank God they didn't went in there. That dungeon sucks. Search for footprints. Yeah. I have a feeling they were gone to Mordona. Because that's where it leads us. I hope. How many freaking footprints do I have to walk? Oh, maybe they're under the bridge? Perhaps. Ah, I guessed right. That's Wedge. Ah, it was so cold I wanted to go home. Hello. Well, please don't heap me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bone of need, I swear. Sarah, it's you. Thank God you're here. It's been awful. The Garlands were snapped to our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent of evading that I almost ran headlong into a monster gaping maw twice. And then I finally found cover, and it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs, he isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure the pursuers all away. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Track down Wedge. That's wonderful news. Now, what of Briggs? I see. Well, it's hardly a surprise to me that the big fella went off as he did. For all the tongue lashing he gives Wedge, he always takes care of him. I scored the area surroundings with Darkhold, but nothing to show for it. At this rate, we are in fact the Briggs headed west. With both Yida and your Stolos helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, make your way to over to your position and keep an eye on Briggs. If memory serves, there should be an Isgardian fortification not far of your west. Momentum's Tower, I believe it's called. Let's meet there. Here, I hope. What's that? Master Garland? So you spoke with him? 5 long years. Thank God, goodness he's alive. I feel better now, Sarah. Let's go to Momentum Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Fury's Gate. Long way from home, adventurer. Yes, I am. Elbly. Well met, one welcome, adventurer. What brings you to the frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come warm yourself by the fire and I'll bring you a hot broth. Are you feeling out then? Stay here as long as you need. Same goes for your friends. It's plain to see their hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest here, rest when you can. I'm fine now, but thanks to you. But I bear to think the Briggs is still out there alone in the cold with guardians on their heels. He'll lure the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Sarah, but do you think you can go search for Briggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might have been at the moment, but mayhaps, and just mayhaps, people have seen him something. Rodagon, gentleman, there's a desert in the manner of your companion. I'm sorry, I didn't come here to. Let me think for a moment. I should be racial. Your hopes undoubtedly. But there's a cave saturated in a short distance to the south. We'll call it the Fury Gaze. It may have be worth a while into investigation. It makes a suggestion only because your friend seems to be like a selfless sort rather than a drawing the enemy to the tower. Perhaps he elected to pass us by. Surveying. Not so much. So were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. Well, it stands to reason. I suppose seeing him was trying to get to lure the guardians away from me, but in the vast sea of snow and ice, could he be? Can't give up, Sarah. You must find Biggs before he succumbs to cold or recapture. There must be someone in this tower who can help us help us, even if you tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen. Hurry, Biggs' chances of survival grow slimmer at the moment. seems to face the monument tower to watch the Watcher. Vods built the guard of the Furious Gaze and the strong stone beyond the prize of hidden in the depths. And now it's keep the vigil against the Garlean's outpost. For the jewel that is Ishgard must never fall into the Empire's unclean hands. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found around here in the vicinity of the Darkhold, we presume he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, you must be travel through the Dathian Pass, south and end of which lies the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee a search bear through, surely to worry in illness, I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing, do tread warily when climb the stairs stay here. Not a moon ago, I swear I near broke my neck and slipped and took a tumble. Well, I am pretty good at climbing stairs. It could be at that point. I can't remember if when you fell, if you died back in the old days. And that's why they made the comment, because now you just go to zero if it falls too high. Oh, you stole us here. Nice. Our orders is to take you back, dead or alive, which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Ned? Oh, Sarah. It is well that you're here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way and needs to do something right now. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me. He's not long, kill them all. Okay. Okay. Oh, that asshole home gang. Okay. Home gang again? My thanks. Another moment and I would have... He has been too long to cold. We must find shelter for him. Momentum Tower, you say? Very well, we shall bear him there with all haste. Sid would be so happy and to see Biggs and Witch again. I love reunions. not cry. Can't thank you enough, Sarah. And the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, I don't mention it. We're family, are we not? Oh, well, yes, it's just I didn't think I'll ever see him again. I owe you a lot of you my life. You saved Wedge too, Sarah. I'm losing count of how many times I owe you. Thanks, Wedge. God, it's good to see you, the two of you again. Chief, it's really you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. When Avlo told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst for what happened. The enemy struck her with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew it, there was what was happening. The Imperials had us at gunpoint. Must have been awful. There was one thing I don't understand though. How did the Guardians get there so fast? I mean, Immortal Flame should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked the same question that day when I returned to the carnage of the Waking Sands. I noticed not a mist in the horizon. Nothing at all. I suggest the passing of the Imperial force from this. I conclude that the Guardians came neither by land nor by sea, by air. They were born there by potent teleportation magic of a kind used by the Asians. Carry on. We're bound for and blindfolded and burtled into a cargo bay and a waiting airship. I can't really rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of the Imperial stronghold Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into a main complex. Briggs and I were thrown into the detained cell together, and Mephilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard of them. Castrum Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation. It felt like years and probably moons. Or maybe only weeks. Moons must be months then. And when, without warning, Imperial collected the pair of us to put us in another vessel, which we found out was balloon for Garlemald, we, much to our dread, we knew that that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the airship's altitude control and thereby forced the enemy landing. In the midst of the aroused chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. I didn't know better. I called that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel. That would have been Biggs' handiwork, like as not. And always the resourceful in the tight spots, my friend. Sarah, thank you for returning to my dearest assistance to me. It would seem I owe you another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions of mine, but the answers can wait. Mephilia and the others still waited for rescue. Alright, you lot. Garlo and Iris is back in business. Let's go give the Imperials what for. Rah! Okay. So we need to assault Sid wants to prepare a strategy to rescue Mephilia and other science. Thank you. Thanks to you, Biggs and Witch are with us again, and now we must find a way to rescue Mephilia and the others. Gods, no, we've kept them waiting for long enough. Based on what we learned, I believe it is safe to say that they're being held in Castrum Century. So let us uncover the... let us convey to Raven's Toll in Modona. It's a good place as any to prepare, and better than most. Go leading east, then south will get you there. When you arrive, let us seek the advice of local adventurers who were born to learn a thing or two that benefit our mission. That is, of course, Raven's Toll. Okay. At least simply to die. Take that. Speak with Eigenhoff. Let's do that quickly. Forward. Oh, that's quite a... Let's actually do that one also. Keeper of the... Go. Soothe. Okay. Let us just initiate the map. Confirm. Check. Ah, forgot I need to soothe the water next. There we go. It's because I'm too high level, so I killed them so fast. Okay. So that's one. Tick. Two. Three. And Perfect. Oh. Oh, 59. Okay. What else? That's that. Say coinage is unlocked. Levies. So that's 20 levels left until we hit 80. We're probably gonna hit that around... let me guess. Probably around Heavensward? Or before. Actually before. We're not even in Heavensward. Christ. Slaftborn. Hey, Slaftborn, what do you say? Well met, friend. What brings you to the Raven's Toll? Did I hear already? Your friends are being held in Castrum Sentry. Want to rescue them? I don't mind to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. Strong has been on high alert late. The armored patrols have been about to perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get in with the 100 yards at the wall undetected. The strong has been not even a fly can be undetected. Okay. If the Guardians were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what will do to Mephilia and the others. We must act with great stealth. Aye, it would be good old-fashioned infiltration. But with the security subside, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I mind to walk through the front door. Haha, the front door? Aye. We'll disguise ourselves as Imperial's troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. Heck, that's a bold strategy, but it might even work. Where are we? Where are we? Be certain there's no storage opportunities to borrow equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards who won't be suspecting that we are salvaging yours would think of use their technology. And it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I reckon you speak with Galmud. A fellow good person with a grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. Without he want to be of your aid. Ida and I shall reconnoiter the Gallian activities on the stronghold. Would not do if something were to befall our comrades before the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Sarah. Let's go. Something I wonder, Ida. Are there ever times when you are not enthused? I'm not enthused, you store. I'm nothing if not enthused, you store. You are beginning to remind me of Papalimo. Looking for Goldmund? Well, you found him. What are you? Oh, you're looking for inside the catcher. You need my help. Well, something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. So, your friends in Castrum Sentry that want to rescue. Slaftborn knows me too well. Aye. And count on my help. Gotta score to sell with the Imperials. They'll never pass an opportunity to get back into a horse sons. But enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Oh shit. Shit. Sorry. Folk from captivity. Right, delicate business. A single oversight. Just one little blunder, and it's all over. Can't leave any room for uncertainties. For starters, you need to confirm that beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends were you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to be discovered and found and they've been moved somewhere else. But now, how can you find out, you ask? By follow these instructions. If you approach the sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left, called a triangle. Get in there, never mind the marbles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some giant pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back into the commanding tower. If you're listening closely, might be as you can eavesdrop and some the happening within. Once we know for certain that our friends are there, we'll move into the next stage of the operation. Now get going, Godspeed. So now we are off to snooping and finding the pipes. Never mind the marbles, which are probably the most horrible creatures in this here game. Not as in a foe, like, it's just like, if you look at Final Fantasy for all history, marbles have been like the most pain in the ass because they pretty much like status affect you and debuff you until the brink of the ivy as soon as you get hit by their breath. Tangle. Yep. Marble there. And there we have the pipes. We have investigated. No, we haven't. Like, that was just stuff near the pipe. Faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captain? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Elzen Gay gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I do wonder why is the Tribunus of Observes obsessed with this Menphilia woman? They say she possesses a mystical power, something we Galileans don't have. Mystical power like the kind of the beastmen use? How I'm supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well try to trumble her. Like my head here, where it is. Thank you very much. I like my head where it is too. Our break is over. Best go back to our stations. Pulse 5. Rose Fate. Okay. Yeah, I can't get over here. Okay. So we know they're alive now, so that's good. Excuse me. Alphino, it's good to see you again, Sarah. I was given understanding that you have conducted your reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? When we found the others and indeed in Castrum Century and the present those confirmed, we may proceed with our mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have details for him. Good work, Sarah. As Alphino told you, I'm plotting out the course of our rescue. Just of the Unchained, disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Galmwood is looking into ways to procure the suits of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need to assist with some preparation of my own. And Philly and the others are counting on us, Sarah. Let us not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. While Galmwood goes to about observing his plan, we need to see to some preparation on our own. Wouldn't be fine where to discover that we're short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to go put together a makeshift communication jamming device explanation like this to get a better technical. Bear with me. Imperial forces communicated with distance via electronic magnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon the aetherite lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, this Hill-Seas cluster of corruption crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of the properties, we should be able to drown out the Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify where the most potent crystal among the clusters. For this, we need to go there and use the device to make readings. I'll mark the likely place on your map. Oh, just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Okay. And more. One more to go. This here will go. An enemy popping. Oh, free. That reading is excellent here. Let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals will suit the purpose. Sure, I pray that we have need their power. Thank you, Sarah. Clean the wax out of your ears now. Because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. This plan is to enter the castle and deck it out with imperial duds, but disguise is more than clothes and wear. You gotta act the part. At the very least, I need you to perform the convincing imperial salute. First impression is everything, as they say. I could teach you to salute myself, of course, but you should learn it from the experts. So get near as you dare to Casimir and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Okay. Okay. Destination. Office report, sir. We received an anonymous warning that insurgents' forces are near. We have to redouble our vigilance and shall recommend the patrols are to be increased. Yeah. Hero salute. Custom sensei. Legendary visor. But I didn't manage to learn anything. The appeals to best do not demonstrate liable to fly into your rage and cracking your skull. That's... I'll take your word for it. Learn the Imperial salute, anyway. Here we go. Wish to help you with your inquiry. We call Saraconius. I have heard of your plight, my friend. Galmut has a fellow adventurer of the son of yours born. Both we offer you your assistance. I offer infiltrate caster. You are the combat. You must disguise yourself as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to do about acquiring the uniforms and helmets. There's a place a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not some sort of whom you would trust your secrets. It's more prudent to believe to pursue the way of a traditional means from the bodies of their recent deceased owners. The forfeit areas of Castrum never lacks the Imperial patrols and ought to not long obtain 3 sets of gear, one of each member of the infiltration team, Briggs, Reg, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return to and see your inspection of the spoils. Obtain free Imperial soldier. Yeah, it's just uniforms and helmets. Shouldn't be a problem. Bad puppy. Ah, fuck. Okay. Okay. Almost be ready. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yes. Damaged, as I had suspected. They're in present condition. Fear these reinforced helmets are likely to draw suspicion. They must be repaired. If only superficial. Fortunately, the blacksmith Engolf and at the diamond forge of Verona's house, the splendors should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I already sent the word ahead. We'll be assured to expecting you. Don't worry. We're already impressed upon the needs utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. So your adventurers, Slack Marks, like Malak said, yeah, you wouldn't be waiting for you now. Let's see what you got for me. I see, yes. We're gonna hammer these a bit into shape for you. After that, oh, your friend Mark's a favor to took good care of your old Linkov back in the days before I fell in with the old Ravana he did. You know, he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate. Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt the adventure of life claiming him. But I go blabbing on about when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse bits for a moment or two, and the great Edginov will have your gear ready, looking good as new. Yeah. And there we have it. Done as much as we could. Good bell, mindy, but what I hear, you're not your priority anyhow. You sent Sak Malak my regards, we. Have you uniform repaired? Yes, I have. Yes, these will be served beautifully. The great Ingolf never fails to impress me. The quality of these repairs fool even the intelligence. Those equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst the Imperial force. Let's fear that the Galileans might detect your foreignness. Foreignness, in fact, is the greatest part of the Galileans' invasion forces in the Orza. You see, the Empire subjugated new territory and assimilate the people of the land into their midst forces. In return, these comprised forces are sent to subjugate the faraway lands in the ways governments nips a rebellion in the bud and expands their territory in one fell stroke. With that, any part of your mission is done. Fully glad to have been of assistance of your cause. And why would I be a wealthy merchant wish to help you? I don't know where you heard such a tale, but I believe me when I say that I'm but another humble adventurer, but who desires only to act in the best interest of the realm. Fly mode and the final dessert plan to appropriate suit of Magitech armor. Good work getting the Imperial dudes. The Imperial duds. Be pleased to hear I've been idle myself and took long enough and finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Custom Sentry deploys Reapers from most of the patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are regular, maintaining random routes. The repairs deploy random deployments, and hardly any of them are anywhere near the Raven's Toll. So hoping the Coax and Imperial out of the shell, looks like Liberty is feeding them a little bit to a false intelligence. Told the insurgents had designed their stronghold. That's as far as the truth, but come to think of it, anyway. We should start seeing more patrols than we have until now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols dressed up as a shiny tin suit and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you want to lure them as near as the Raven Toll as you can. Like it as not, though, they'll be very or venturing far in their own walls. If they do need a little bit extra encouragement, use smoke signal here to fetch a few Imperial scouts, and they will come running they see that. And when they're clearly wise, you hit them hard, make the make off with their Reaper simply like as that. If I ain't mistaken, these patrols sweeping perimeters are right now route. You run along and don't forget to salute. So we need to put this on. And we need to Imperial salute. Shit. Imperial salute. There we go. Greet the Imperial Centurion with an Imperial salute. Do I need to have this here on? Let's try without, just for fun of it. Actually, I'm pretty sure I need it. Armor. I'll just put it on for fun. Wouldn't matter. Imperial Centurion, Imperial salute. Caron soldier. Intrusion getting to the east? Just say. I joined the deception there beyond the perimeter, but I will not have it said that I was remiss. You return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should you not wary, use a smoke signal to call us. Use a signal smoke at a specific location. Okay. Ah, okay, we need to get up there. Destination. Seed. Hope you don't mind me joining, seeing as we're seasoning events for now. I thought it best be on hand. Ah, there she is. This is the place, but where's the enemy? Sir, over there. Send the Imperial Reaper, let us make an example of these insurgents. Okay. Ah, come on. And there we go. Duty complete. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing it looks a gift chocobos and the big, it does seem rather the worst to wear, doesn't it? Big Sweat, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I say she's structurally sound. Don't like the look of those legs. Are buckled. I hate to say it, but this service mechanism may be damaged. But aren't those things protecting the ilm thick armor plate? There are, yes, but the casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting until it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, witch? Oh. Mumbling. Cargo chocobo. I heard that. Hey, has been set aside for our use in Ravenstall. And that's where we will carry out our repairs. Look for us there, sir. Well, that's one thing done. Right, that. We're registered. I think we need to repair also because our armor is starting to get broken. But I can't repair it myself because I need level 40. Actually, I need to figure out how far behind I am regarding that. Actually, I can figure that out here. Job quest. Level 40, blacksmith and armorsmith. Only 10 levels, okay. There should be a repair guy up here. Yeah. Independent mender. All prepared. The magic armor said, and the others took it aside. Go join them. See to the Sid's work. We had time to take a close look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. The structure is sound, but the service mechanism is faulty. You don't need to worry though. Biggs and Wedge will have her restored in her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend and they will think of naught else till the job is done. This is a marvelous thing to behold. Provide you remind them to visit the privy. And a weapon coffer at level 44. I'll put that away. Sid could have assisted you to repair his armor. I think we will call it here because almost 4 hours and it is a work day still. So let us call it that. I will have everybody that's been watching or watching the VOD or anything. Thank you for watching pretty much. Tomorrow, the assault on Castrum's sentry will uphold. And after that, we'll see. There's the weekend. Who knows what's going to happen. So yeah, until next time.